Girl walking home alone late at night was sprayed with an unknown liquid. When she awoke in the hospital, she was blind. She could see nothing, couldn't reach her family, only at the mercy of others. After discharge, the blind girl was taken to a luxury apartment. They said it had spacious living rooms, tidy kitchens, and city views from the 9th floor windows. But for this girl, named Anne, it was all an abyss of endless darkness. Her only solace was an empathetic young caregiver assigned to her, cooked for her, taught her to use a white cane, and helped overcome the challenges of blindness. To lift her spirits, he even brought her a bird.
What color is she?
Baby blue.
The green bird instantly turned red. What was happening? In truth, this was the director hinting to the audience. Everything you see is Anne's imagination. Though Anne had lost her sight, her other senses had become heightened. And during her stay, she felt something was amiss with the apartment. Clue 1. One window let in an unusually loud wind noise, while the other window remained completely silent. Clue 2. Outside the window lay a bustling street, yet at the exact same intervals, a police siren always went off. Clue 3. From a vent at the end of the room, she could faintly hear a woman crying. She wanted to check on her neighbor, but unexpectedly, the neighbor came to visit her doorstep. She happened to touch a scar on the neighbor's face, and the startled girl uttered an eerie remark.
Don't trust anyone.
Anne shared all these suspicious details with the caretaker, but he dismissed them. She begged him to call the police, thinking maybe her neighbor was being abused by her husband. But to her surprise, the caretaker chose that moment to confess his feelings. And when Anne wasn't paying attention, he secretly kissed her lips. Anne was furious and kicked the guy out, but that night someone opened her door. She thought the caretaker had come back, called out his name, but no one answered. No way. That terrifying aura belonged to the man who attacked her that night. Anne tried to flee back inside, but it was too late. The thugs caught up and pinned her against the wall, choking her unconscious. When she awoke, the caretaker was right there. She threw her arms around him, yet a doubt crept into her mind. How did you suddenly appear? She urged him to call the police, but when the detective arrived, he told her, "No one attacked you tonight. It was all your own hallucination."
In your virgin state of being sightless?
Perception is my only reality.
Blind Anne seemed utterly unable to find the answer. Like the mute parrot in the room, she too was trapped, unable to escape. Days passed. Anne grew weary of her dark existence. One day, she made a fateful decision. She leaped from the balcony of the 9th floor. Cut to the next scene. Nay woke up from a faint. Wait, hadn't she fallen from the 9th floor? Why was she totally unharmed? Through the touch of her hands, she discovers this is just a small room. From above, she could faintly hear the sound of speakers playing recordings of street noise. Turns out this so-called luxury apartment was all fake. The windows were fake. That's why there was no sound of wind. The sirens were fake. That's why they came at fixed times. If that's the case, then the young caregiver and the neighbors were fake too. Who exactly was the mastermind behind all this?